Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another Drag Race review. So obviously we have to address the elephant in the room. The scandal that is currently going on in the Rupauls Drag Race world with, I don't even want to say her name, the queen who shall not be named. Obviously everybody knows what I'm talking about. Obviously, me and everybody else are going to continue on with our lives, and we will just not talk about said queen. I'm not even going to say their name, I'm not going to talk about their looks or anything. I'm not going to waste any of my energy talking about them, so that's the end of that. So going into the episode, the six girls, however many girls. The girls from last week went back into the workroom and they leave a message on the mirror saying, "We already done had ourses," to let the other bitches know that you really ain't that cute. So the first girl in the workroom for the second premiere is Rock'em Sakura, and let's just be honest, Rock'em Sakura is maybe the most charismatic and likable person that has been on the show in a very long time. Maybe that's just me, but I am obsessed with Rock'em Sakura. And I'm gonna fangirl for a second because I DM'd her just to let her know that I was rooting for her, and she responded to my DM. So that of course put her even higher up on the pedestal for me because now we've communicated. After Rock is Dahlia Sin. Her entrance look is gorgeous. I love the denim dress with the matching coat. I would wear that look for sure. That is one thing about Dahlia, I will say. In this first episode, she without a doubt had the best looks. Oh, speaking of looks, tell me what you guys think of the bald look. I do want to address, I know the bald cap is applied very poorly. It was my first time ever doing a bald cap. I was inspired by Bob the Drag Queen and Sasha Velour on last week's episode of the Pit Stop Extra Lap Recap, whatever the name of that show is that they did. So let me know what you think. I know the bald cap could be applied better. You don't have to call me out on it. But after Dahlia is Jan, just Jan. And I don't know if I've said this in the last couple videos, but going into the season, I really didn't care that much about Jan. I thought her Meet the Queens was really obnoxious. I thought she seemed fake and forced, but after this first episode, I'm completely eating my words because she is the most, genuine, kind person that I've ever seen in my entire life. She's just always smiling and seems to have a great attitude about everything. And after Jan, we have another J. We have double J's. We got Jan and Jada. And of course, as I said in previous videos, I'm fucking obsessed with Jada Essence Hall. She is more than just the essence of beauty. She is beauty, period. She is the definition of beauty, not the essence. She came in with that gorgeous blue dress with the off-the-shoulder and the huge sleeves. I don't know even what that kind of sleeve would be called. It takes a very pretty drag queen to be able to pull off that kind of halter top shape, because really, that can make your man's shoulders look like a fucking football player. But Jada looked stunning. There was not one flaw on this girl. There was not one thing that I would change in this look. I love it. I love the head wrap that matches the dress. It was flawless. And then finally in the workroom is Aiden Zane. Now Aiden's entrance look is fine. It's cool. It's simple. We'll say that. The blazer is a cute blazer. Cool. I like that she has the full sleeve with the glove. The hair that she had when she walked in is the same hair that she wore for both of her runway looks for the mini challenge, so I don't really like that, but whatever. So the girls start to look around the workroom. They start to look at all the other girls' stuff. They look at the message that they left them on the mirror. They're asking questions. Is it a Vanjie moment? Is it a Shangela moment? Is it a season 6 moment? RuPaul comes in with his message and his scary contacts, which I'm assuming Ru's gonna have the scary contacts for all of the messages that the girls get. And he pretty much says, "There's 6 of you for now." And then RuPaul enters the workroom and lets the girls know that their mini challenge is gonna be, obviously, like they did last episode, they're gonna be doing a fall and a spring fashion show. Rock'em Sakura's spring look, I don't really like the look, but I do have to give props for the fact that she drew the illustration that was on the sleeve. But overall, the look itself wasn't really too exciting to me. There was a lot going on, but it was a little too much. And then, without a doubt, my favorite spring look is Dahlia Sin in this green dress with the ostrich feather trim. It is stunning. Again, I would 1000% wear this dress. I fucking wish I had this dress, and I want to make a copy of this dress. And I also was surprised how much I really liked Jan's Marie Antoinette look. I thought the bare chest looked really great with it. The hair was amazing. Again, really, nothing that I would change on this whole look. I love the shoes with it. I like the bare legs. She doesn't have the crystal tights or anything. It's a polished, well-executed look. And then, sadly, I hate to say it, but I really didn't care for Jada's spring runway look. It was okay. It was not my favorite, though. And then for the fall looks, again, my favorite is, without a shadow of a doubt, Dahlia Sin's black fur look with the baby hair. That look is so cute, and I would wear it every day of my life if I had it. I really like Jan's crocodile alligator skin outfit, but if I were to wear that look, I would have worn it with like a nude pump and not a black boot so you could see my leg, because the black boot made it look a little bit busy and heavy, and you couldn't see like any skin besides her face. And even then you're not seeing her skin because there's like an inch of foundation on there. And then Aiden Zane's fall look, what the fuck is going on? The crochet boot covers, no, that's disgusting. Who would ever wear that? That was one of the worst things that I think I've seen on the show in a long time. So after the mini challenge, Rue tells the girls that they're going to be performing in a musical number. Much like they did on the first episode, of course. However, these girls are going to be doing like a Bob Fosse Chicago-inspired musical number. And I think the common consensus is that this was just not as good as the first number. The first song was incredible. I'm obsessed with I'm That Bitch. I listen to it constantly. Every verse is great. But this one, it was just boring. I could not... No. It was so bad. Maybe not so bad, but it wasn't so good either. So all the girls go to the main stage to practice. Rock'em Sakura has nominated herself to do choreography, although in this quick moment of them on the stage, it doesn't really show Rock doing any choreography because everyone's just fighting the whole time. Jada is quite feisty. I'm a little surprised. And then I did feel really bad for Aiden when everybody was fighting, and then it cuts to her confessional and she talks about how she's literally like on the verge of tears. She doesn't know what to do. She can't dance. I felt bad for her. That was sad. But girl, you knew what you were signing up for when you went on the show, so how bad could you really feel? So it seems like the girls did absolutely nothing during the choreography session, but then when it cuts to the main stage performance, they're pretty much all sitting on chairs, so none of that fucking mattered anyway. As the girls are getting ready for the main stage, Rock'em Sakura breaks down, the first breakdown of the season, and holy shit, this was actually a really emotional one. She starts talking about how she doesn't like to feel responsible for other people in case something goes wrong, because her whole life, her mother was addicted to meth, and literally said to her face it was her fault that she was addicted to meth. That is, like, maybe one of the worst like sob stories that we've heard on the show in a very long time. I cannot even begin to imagine. I love Rock'em Sakura so much. Seeing her cry and break down like that really broke my heart. So on the runway, Robin is our guest judge for the episode. I mean, Robin is sickening and she is so cute, but I think everybody agrees that Nicki Minaj is a better guest judge, and she did I would have much rather been on the episode with Nicki Minaj, for sure. And going into the number, it really was not exciting to watch. Aiden and Dahlia, they were the first two up. Both of their verses were kind of forgettable. Dahlia did have that moment where she was like, which was, I mean, it could have been cute, but I don't know. It was just not good. Ada's verse was good, but Jen and Rock'em Sakura for sure had my favorite verses. Rock with her fart jokes and the splits, and she did a death drop. She really showed that she is that bitch and she's not the one to fuck with. And then same with Miss Jan. She came in saying, Marsha, 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 it's Jan. That's incredible. I mean, she rhymed Jan with Stan. Clearly, we stan Jan. Not to mention, obviously, Jan has this amazing voice. She's a singer, but I was surprised how good of a dancer she was, too. Jan really is surprising me. I cannot believe how much I love her. So the runway category is Tool, and the first one out on the runway is Aiden Zane, looking surprisingly good. Oh, you know what? I just realized Aiden also had the same little black bowl cut for the performance, too. She wore that wig 4 times. Damn. But Aiden, with this big purple coiffed hair and the green tulle dress, actually looks stunning. I'm surprised how much I love Aiden's look for this runway. Again, I would wear her dress for sure. And even in that color, usually I'm not into green, but the neon lime green looked really cute. I'm surprised how much I like this look. And then next up is Dahlia, and again, I'm surprised, but for the opposite reason, because I don't really like this look that much. I think it would have looked better with a bare leg and a pump or a stiletto and not a boot. I get it though, a boot is a lot more comfortable, and if you're going to be standing on the main stage for hours getting critiqued, you want to be comfortable. And she is wearing my favorite color, which is red, so I'll give her that. And then Miss Jada Essence Hall in her pastel yellow Easter dress. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the high-low skirt silhouette. That's one of my favorites ever. I think it's super flattering and it's very drag, it's dramatic. Especially when it's a reveal, which is... hello. There is absolutely not one thing that I would change with Jada's look. She looked flawless. And then Jan came out in probably the most interesting interpretation of tulle for the runway challenge. And she was dressed as like a construction worker, but it was all made out of tulle, and she had her tulle belt. That was cute. And she came out and she whipped a wrench out of her tulle belt and started to like fix the light bulbs on the stage. That was really cute. It was an interesting look and it was executed well. I didn't really like the look, but I liked the concept of it, so. And then Rock comes out in her tulle look, and holy shit, talk about an extravaganza, honey. She says that she has 900 yards of tulle on that dress, and I believe it. Cool look, it's definitely on brand for Rock. Would I wear it? No, because like Ross said, this was the best thing that Ross Matthews has ever said.
This look tonight, you sort of remind me of any guy who goes on a date with Michelle Visage. You are getting swallowed.
I completely agree. And during critiques, RuPaul says that Aiden's tuck needs to be worked on, which, I mean, I didn't notice it, nor do I care, but RuPaul says that Aiden needs to fix his tuck. And they also say that Dahlia had probably the weakest verse in the song. It said the least about her, and what it did say about her wasn't true. Michelle thought that she said she lives in a city of sin. She thought she meant Vegas, obviously, but she's not from Vegas. And then she said she was a title holder, but she's not a title holder, so... Dahlia definitely got the worst critiques. And then I think Jada and Jan got the best critiques for sure, obviously, because they killed the challenge and they both had amazing runways. When Rock is getting critiques, you could tell Michelle is really not feeling the fart humor, but okay, Michelle, whatever. To each their own. I thought it was funny. I love that they actually put a fart sound effect for Rock and Sakura. In fact, they may have done it like 2 or 3 times in just this first episode, so maybe her farting is gonna be a running theme for the show. But so, Jada Essence Hall and another queen are named top 2, and of course they lip sync for their life to decide who the actual winner is. They lip sync to Robin's Call Your Girlfriend, or after Vanjie said it, I always want to call it Call Your Ho Friend. But I mean, obviously Jada won the lip sync. She did amazing. She had a reveal, she did a split, she was entertaining. Her lips were definitely synced. Yeah. So she deserved the win. Especially thinking about who she was up against, she definitely deserved the win. Okay. And of course, nobody goes home, and the girls go back into the workroom, and they are greeted by the other 6 queens. And baby, you could feel the tension in the air. Shit is... ooh, it is tense, for sure. And then the girls look at them and they go, meh. And you could tell Dahlia was plucked. But holy shit, I am so excited for next episode. I don't know if they're gonna do the disclaimer about the pie face before every episode now, but that's crazy, this whole situation that's going on. I really cannot believe it. But I'm excited to see next episode. I think it's gonna be drama-filled. I think there's gonna be good looks. I think it's gonna be funny. The challenge next week is the world's worst, so it's like America's Got Talent, but for people with no talent. So that could be funny. Hopefully, we'll see. If it was anything like Bossy Rossi, then, you know, maybe not. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button. And if you didn't like it, go ahead and dislike it. I don't really care. In fact, let me know in the comments what you didn't like about it. And leave me the most hateful, nasty comment that you could possibly think of. And get out all of your anger about Sherry at me. Because I want the engagement. You know? And also, you guys, most importantly, make sure you check the link in the description and follow me on Instagram. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.